Hello! Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Welcome to the yeah. We gotta have a dungeon
Unfortunately,
version.
I'm bad at the air guitaring sound, but that was supposed to be welcome to the jungle.
I got it. We should do a parody of that. Let's do a cover. Are you proficient in any sort of instrument?
No. Sadly not. But I think we do have a couple of people at the studio who are proficient in various instruments.
All right. Maybe we'll get something going. How's everybody going in chat? How's everybody doing?
Dragon Gaming is already revealing the agenda. She, they, I don't know. Dragon Gaming would have to inform me. The agenda for today is more Hishu and Dragon promotion. In our case, it is just the agenda is just do not let any Hishu or Dragon die. Luckily, we didn't hire any.
Yeah, exactly. So success, I guess.
We've got fun and games, exactly.
So everybody,
the artist formerly known as Fly by No. Yes.
So I guess. we are back in the dungeon. We've been playing this, I think, for the last couple streams. We're all the way here, as you can see, on floor 12. Very late game, right over here. We're playing too easy.
We would never make it to floor 12 in the infirmary pod on easy.
Yes, we are on the infirmary pod, so it's like, I guess the pod can adjust the difficulty level just a little bit. We don't want to be too easy, but we don't want to be easy.
Yeah, the pod is basically, I'd say, every pod except the escape pod is, a slight step up in difficulty, mostly because because of the modifiers. It's not that it's necessarily the monsters are harder, but you need to feel out, different strategies, because, for example, with this one, we don't get any of the what's it called, utilities, accessories, right. The stuff where usually you put the hipster scarf and all of that, and our heroes don't just heal by themselves, which makes a big difference. So food is way more important, stuff like that.
Obi-Wan Itoki, why not? I've beaten every pod on easy. It just takes a lot of tries sometimes.
yeah. See, that's the difference between you and us. You're good at this game.
Yeah. That's a key metric that's missing for us.
I mean, I've had a lot of tries and I never got good. And I think in Rogan's case, it's just that he hasn't had enough tries yet. I don't know how much time Rogan has had on Dungeon, but probably not as much as many in our community.
Not as much. Definitely not. All right. So is the 12th floor is the last one, right?
Exactly. Which is why it will be extremely embarrassing if we screw up now.
Yes. So, chat, once we finish this, whether we live or we die, still up in the air. Once we finish this, we'll still keep playing Dungeon, but we'll need your help in creating a bit of a challenge for us. We'll try easy, but give us, what do you think? Which pod do you think we should play on? All right, so we have some food. That's good. Good start. Gigao, how's it going?
Hey, Gigao.
Shadow of Gaia, what's up? Welcome. Always nice. These Thursdays are nice, everybody. Just get to catch up. How have you guys been?
Ooh, heroes plus 80% attack power, but minus 30% speed for the next 4 turns.
Okay. Minus what? How much speed? Oh,
30%.
30%.
Which, luckily we don't have Gork.
Right.
You know how that goes when you get speed penalties.
Guy's an absolute unit.
Maybe you should put Dina in this room where I'm now, so she can operate this food one. Because this one has not enough minor slots for me to be comfortable using that as a choke point.
Right. Okay.
Oh, this one's gonna be better.
Ooh.
You drill pod on too easy and try to get to floor 24. Well, we'd probably not make it to floor 24 in one stream, but we could probably
We could do that. Yeah.
try the drill pod, yes.
Because the drill pod is the never-ending one, right? The truly
Yes.
endless pod.
Truly endless dungeon, indeed.
Yeah. Any updates on the soundtrack to the Endless Dungeon reveal trailer? No updates just yet. But we can confirm it's a pretty great song.
I guess more food. Which direction to explore? It should all be fine. I think, yeah, let's start putting down some defenses here.
I can too confirm it's a great song.
The nice thing is we should actually be able to make it through here fairly easily. Since any room we find that has a major slot, we can just put an emergency generator in because we have so much industry saved up.
How much industry do you have now?
1500.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh, actually kill this guy because dust. Come on, no, too slow.
Is it the same composer for the other Endless games? Do you mean in Endless Dungeon? Because yes.
Yes, it is still Arno.
Yes.
Nope. Let's get back here.
Dragon Gaming, we have seen the threads on G2G.
Yes, but we really cannot comment on that topic here on stream.
Yeah.
Too slow.
Got him. I checked G2G avatars are still flipped. All right. I'll follow up on that. Okay. Got a pretty good setup right here. This is one of those rare long rooms that we get that doesn't actually have a dead end attached to every part of it. It's one of those rare rooms that we actually set up and doesn't have a dead end.
Yeah, exactly. One of those rooms where for once it doesn't just screw us. Oh, but this is nice. This is a dust merchant, and we have a bunch of items we're not using.
Oh.
But let me first
Oops.
put those items in the shared inventory so you can look at them and decide if you want to use any of those.
Defense -9. Defense plus 43. So this. I think I'm okay.
Okay, good. And now we have the shop over here. We just need somebody to operate it.
Do we still? Is Max still hanging around?
Max has an operate skill, yeah. So I think I might forego the bonus dust in rooms with dust for the constant slow +1 dust per door. That's probably going to be better in the long run.
Obi-Wan Itoki. Generators are a good idea, but they'll get expensive. Yeah, I think at this point we just got industry to spend, so we're just dropping it.
And I think, Rogan, you're not even transferring yours to me yet, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Sending it now.
Yeah, but this is really where you notice that we're playing on too easy. On easy, we wouldn't have 133 dust. No way.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to do much research anymore. Everything's like pretty leveled up, hey?
Yep.
It's a
We're
blast
pretty much
from
done
the-
for the research. We can now just use the signs to reset skills.
Just Boozia. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Obi-Wan Itoki, what's your go-to strat? Uh-oh. Oh no. These are shut down here.
Yep. That's okay. That one is the last monster. I think we can kill it before it gets to that door.
Got him. Eric 007. Is the 007 in your name in reference to James Bond, or is that just a couple numbers you had to put because you couldn't get the OG Eric?
You see what I'm seeing, right?
We can just run it?
I can just, and even better, I can do this. That should give us back some dust there. And then I can do this. That will give us back some dust here.
Wow.
So yeah, let's just
Let's just go.
let's just move it.
All right. Come on, nurse.
Of course, now all the doors open, but I'm pretty sure we can manage.
I think so too.
We might even get to the exit before the final door opens. Ah, there it was. Just
we
in
go.
time.
We did it. Oh wow, look at all these. Look at us. Get out. Reached a new high score. We did it. Good run. Yeah, well, we just started the this
Yeah,
last floor of this stream.
Man, imagine getting from start to floor 12 in 15 minutes. I don't think that's even possible.
I don't think so.
Like, just because the animations don't play fast enough for that.
I wouldn't put it past our community. Maybe they have some like crazy strats. Looks like a good run. It was a pretty good run. We didn't run into a lot of
Because we're
roadblocks
playing on
here.
too easy.
That's true. Yeah, it's very true. Infirmary pod too easy.
I'm imagining a horror game set in the Endless Universe. Basically Alien Isolation, but the Xenomorph is an overpowered Craver. So any Craver?
So, and yeah, exactly. All right, let's do another. I can just create a session, I think. Let's do private, right? And then I can just invite you.
Should be able to.
All right, there we go.
Ah yes, there it
Just
is.
started the stream. Yeah, well, the past couple streams we've been playing this, and we got pretty far, but last stream we couldn't finish it off, so we just put the cherry on top of the ice cream here.
And next week we might go back to Ace 2 or maybe Endless Legend, because we finally have a build for Legend now that is with QA that should be stable enough to finally release the patch to the problems we've had.
Yes, exactly.
But it's probably not going to finish testing this week.
Yeah.
Since it's already Thursday evening.
And perhaps down the line we would like to have we were doing some multiplayer streams in Endless Legend, which we'll definitely want to start back up again pretty soon in that.
Yep.
Of course we have Humankind coming out in A month
one
and
and
a
a half
half.
months.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like,
So we will be streaming that a lot around release. So stay tuned. August 17th, Gigao. Got my time. How is it July, chat and Steph?
yeah,
That-
exactly. How's it July? Also, Jersey. Yeah, I guess you can still consider Dungeon of the Endless an indie release because at the time, I guess we weren't really indie at the time. I think it was already published by Iceberg Interactive, but Amplitude wasn't a huge studio, and especially the Dungeon of the Endless team wasn't a huge team.
Right.
But I feel that whole upgrading the CPU and playing indie games thing. I mean, it wasn't so much indie games in my case yet lately, but it's still some of the games I've been playing definitely did not, use the full power of the card I have now.
It's a 3080, right?
Yeah.
One that you have.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, sure, they visually upgraded for the Legendary Edition, but it's not an upgrade enough to use a 3080 to the max.
Yeah.
The one game that has been taxing it a bit was Necromunda Hired Gun.
Oh yeah, that's the Warhammer one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which it's pretty fun, but it of course you can still feel that it's a mid-tier game, and that some of the stuff was a bit janky on release. Like the sound mixing was a little off in some scenes, and you could barely understand what people were saying, stuff like
Oh
that.
really?
Which
It's like a
they've been
Christopher
trying to
Nolan
fix
movie.
it, of course. So it's
All right. So what?
somebody was suggesting we use Krayang and Hikensha.
I like that. I can go. Where's the Kensha? Right here. Yeah, let's do that. And then yeah, we don't choose the other ones. So.
Yep.
So
the other
what
one
does
slots are just there, if there were more players.
no food and industry or science modules at the start mean? That means like you have to research to.
We have to
unlock them?
research them first.
Wow.
Which means, we need to research all of these modules on an income of 2 signs.
All right. Okay. Sounds
But
cool.
but I guess this is the time for me to say, with this pod, our escape is the escape that will pierce the heavens.
I'm
Probably one you don't understand yet. But
I
it's a
don't.
reference to one of the anime we recommended to you
Alright.
last week.
okay. All right. Okay, so I gave you the industry again, so.
Let me transfer my whole 2 points of science. Who the hell do you think we are? Yes, exactly, Nefarious.
All right. What do we got in here?
And it gives us the emergency generator first of all.
Wow.
Why, game? Why do you mock us so? What?
So I guess prisoner prod 2 right off the bat. Because we don't use viral injector or mechanical pal, do we?
No, we don't. But I mean, we might consider using the viral injector. But I'm just wondering. Is it just me, or is this room we're standing in bigger on the tactical map than when you zoom in?
What the heck? Yes.
I think it might have done this to accommodate the big drill pod room in some way. So what you see on the tactical map
Oh.
is just it blocking out the room so the door fits properly, because otherwise,
Right.
the door would be on the edge of the pod. But it still looks a bit weird.
Yeah. All right, this one's the... Oh,
Oh, come on!
wow.
And it's another emergency
Oh
generator.
my god. Wow. Should we get tear gas? Tear?
If we can afford it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Leave around me from hell intensifies. Yes. I see a lot of people in chat got the reference.
But Jeff convinced me to make comics. Jeff be convinced to make comics for Endless Legend Oh.
No, I keep wanting to build generators, and then I remember, no, we don't have any.
Dragon Gaming, it would be cool. That would be very cool. Those comics are super awesome. But Jeff is definitely a really busy guy.
Yeah, though frankly, I'm not even sure Jeff would be the bottleneck here. Given that, you know, it also needs to be
Right.
drawn.
Yeah.
Or rather, first it needs to be, like, you know, layout drafted. You know, storyboard is the right word in this case, I guess.
Yeah.
Then it needs to be drawn and inked and potentially colored. So there's
Those
a
things
lot of
are
work
just
attached to that.
a lot of work from a lot of different
Yeah, and
perspectives, for
actually,
sure.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Endless Space 2 comics were we worked with freelancers on those because we just internally didn't have enough artist capacity.
Right. Okay.
Oh no!
What are the abilities? Oh. These little bugs are cute compared to the other ones that we were fighting before.
Barbag, is my sound bad? If you're commenting on the microphone.
Yeah, is the sound there's always a bit of a downgrade through Discord, but hopefully it's not too bad.
And I mean, there's also the fact that, I mean, it's only a Blue Snowball, which is like not the super high end, but it's also not a terrible microphone as far as I know. But there's also the problem of, you know, this is not exactly a room designed for recording, so
Sound a
sound
bit like a
a
spaceman?
spaceman.
Okay.
It's now the question is, do I sound like a spaceman for Rogan?
You do not sound like a spaceman for me.
Yeah, then I'm not sure if the issue is in my mic, because then it would affect Rogan as well.
Yeah, I'm... Sorry, one sec here.
That's fine, you know, I can deal with this wave.
Alright. Is everybody else in chat having issues? You do hear a bit of the spaceman. Alright. Alright. I'll figure it out. No sound issues here. Is it pretty distracting for you guys? I don't see any issues.
It doesn't get easier to identify, given that some people say there's no issue, and other people say I sound like a spaceman. So what's going on?
All right. Well, if it's not too distracting, I might just try and figure it out off stream. Keep the stream going, if that's cool.
Also, you know, this is the kind of thing where we changed nothing
Yeah.
compared to last time.
Exactly.
Literally nothing. I mean,
Alright.
okay, I moved the desk and the microphone around a little bit, but you know, the acoustics of the room changing slightly shouldn't make me sound like a spaceman.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Does the shopkeeper fight? No.
We should probably fall back to the turrets. That's
Fall
too
back,
many
yeah.
dudes to fight here.
It's not really that bad. Okay, yeah, that's something we'll try and troubleshoot for next time. Okay, perfect. Oh, it's nice that we heal at the end of this one too.
Yes, been missing that.
What's my skill here? Warface, attack power on self, and then...
Please tell me you have 32 signs.
Oh yes, I do.
We can research the industry generator.
Very nice. Okay. Do that up. And then the next one...
The food replicator, but
food.
I doubt we have enough for that.
No, we only have 11 right now.
Horses. Oh well. I mean, I guess let us just unlock that industry generator by opening this one door that's left.
Perfect. Okay. Who's the faster one between us?
I think the more important question is who's the fightier one, and that would be you. So I should be carrying the crystal.
Okay.
Oh, close. Almost there.
There we go. There we go. Probably relay servers may have bandwidth drop for some viewers. Yeah. There's
But
always
wouldn't that affect Rogan as well?
Yeah.
It's like... Any explanation I can think of is always, but that doesn't fit X.
All right, next floor. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, is it anybody in chat excited? The Humankind release? I can't believe it's next month, honestly. This year is going by so quick, and I feel like I've been saying that for the past like 2 years. I'm gonna be like 85 years old pretty soon, and I'm
Yeah,
just gonna be like,
I was
"How?"
about to say, you know, that is something we've all been saying like
Yeah.
every month since all of this started.
Yeah. Gigal, you feel it? Yeah. It's awesome. Can't wait. Oh, nice.
Oh, wait,
Do we still
I
have-
need to send you the signs.
All right. We're very close. We have 27, and it's 32.
In that case, let us head off in the other direction.
All right.
Just so you know that thing stays protected.
Yeah. It's the toilet paper analogy. Every year feels like it goes by faster. That's true. I like that one. Wait, does this game have multiplayer? You bet, Daniel. We're playing it right now. Yeah, it's really... I love the multiplayer in this game. Okay.
Oh, the research is done.
Yes. I can go... No, I don't think I queued anything up. I think we...
Right, because we didn't have the signs.
Yeah.
But we should have it now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Please?
Oh, yeah. Please. Pretty please.
We need that food.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, Amplitude streamer needs food badly is on brand for the streams.
That's a mood. That is a mood right there. Are there hotkeys for abilities? I don't have my abilities hotkeyed, but can you hotkey them, Steph?
I think there are hotkeys. Let me check. Active skill 1 is E, active skill 2 is R.
Okay.
Hero heal is H.
Right. So you can get those actions per second in, or actions per minute. Is that how they measure it in games like StarCraft and stuff?
Actions per minute it is, yes.
Actions per minute, yeah.
For me it was always, oh, pro StarCraft players, 300 actions per minute or whatever it is. And I'm like, my actions per minute is sub 60. Like,
yeah, mine's 12.
I measure it in seconds per action, not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta go fast, exactly, Nefarious. Oh, nice. We got good old Kenton. Right?
Indeed.
Yeah. What happens if the two of you click to open a door? Like at the same time?
Well, if it's the same door, only that one door open, whichever hero gets there first. And if it's two different doors, then we've screwed ourselves, and both doors will open, and both of them will spawn monsters.
Yeah, just all around bad idea.
You know, it's like that floor we had last time where we got the rhino that got away and opened like 5 doors.
Oh, right, yeah.
I actually had that before on the stream with our previous brand manager, Maya. It was on a multiplayer stream for... No, it wasn't multiplayer, it was for the Xbox release of Dungeon, I think.
Okay.
We had a stream. And he just, kept opening doors and opening doors before anybody had time to build defenses. It was nuts.
Does that progress 2 turns then too? Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 separate door openings.
Do we want to get the Neurostun module here? Yeah. Let's do it. Yes, it does. So then, yeah, a couple times we've opened... Yeah, we've had that Rhino open multiple doors, and it was just like waves of enemies just kept coming. Oh, another one.
More research. Oh, and the monsters just spawned, so might be time to help out over here.
Let's go hit Ken Shaw.
Right, let's see. I think I can. Ah, excellent. Hikensha now has the every monster on the floor now moves slower skill, which will come in very handy.
Very nice. Will we see another Draken playthrough of Endless Legend? Personally, I love playing as the Draken, so maybe next multiplayer stream that we do, I'll choose the Draken just for you.
We can play on the Origa map, then you're, on an island separate from everybody else, safe for the first era, until anybody invents boats.
Yeah, exactly. That would be sweet. I like that idea.
But I'm pretty sure we'll need you to play spectator, so you can look at everybody.
Yeah. Who's your favorite hero in Endless Dungeon? It changes a lot. Like, I was really enjoying playing as Chef Nanner last time. And I really like Chef Nanner's abilities.
The one that damages every monster on the floor.
Cooking with gas and... what's the other one called?
Last Supper.
Last Supper, yeah. Both of those are great.
But Last Supper is one, a couple of heroes get that one. But Cooking with gas is only Chef, and it's so good.
It's so good, yeah. So Blaster here. We only have 25.
Now we can't afford any of it anyway.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure, since we still don't have a science creator, probably not wise to set back our science for a single item that will probably ditch sooner or later.
For which one? The shards?
No, I mean, keep the science for actual research, because, research we keep in the long term. The item we might buy in the next floor, hey, this is better than what we just bought.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know how it is with RPGs every time.
In Skyrim, every single dungeon you go into, you get a better thing.
And then you just throw it away because it was only by 1 point better.
Yeah.
Or it's... when I was playing Mass Effect 1, I almost wished for a mark everything as junk button.
I love Mass Effect 1 a lot. The UI for your inventory is like can be really confusing and not
but it was like
fun to navigate.
Before Ilos, before the final planet.
Yeah.
On Vermar, I was like, oh yeah, I got the warning again. Hey, you're close to the 300 item limit. You need to start selling stuff. And I looked, and I'm like, yeah, they have the merchant here in camp. I can start selling stuff. I opened the inventory, and my credits was all 9s, as many as would fit in there.
Right. Yeah.
And every now and then I found a gun that was an upgrade, but that was it. And then I bought the Spectre level 10 gear, and then was like, why do I even care about the loot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you still press take everything.
Yeah, and exactly. But that, I think, got a lot better in Mass Effect 2, where, the different guns feel more distinct between, the different pistols and the different shotguns and all of that.
Yeah.
And there's fewer of them, but, what's it called? The really big hand cannon thing that only has, 6 rounds. It's very different from the, smaller pistol with the 12 rounds because of how slow and powerful it is.
Yeah, definitely.
And just the movement feels so much better.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's
no
just
more
such an
getting
improvement.
glued to a chest-high wall.
If you had to rob a bank, which Endless Universe species would you like by your side? Damn. If I had to rob a bank? So in this scenario, we have to rob the bank. Maybe,
I'd say the Lumeris, because if I'm robbing a bank with the Lumeris, you can be sure everything is respecting the code, which means the Mafia won't come after me. If you go rob it with, for example, a Craver, then you're more in that John Wick burning down the church situation,
right.
With the safe room there.
Yeah. Maybe I would go with like a Riftborn.
Good point. The Riftborn, you'll never get caught because you just stop time when you go in.
Also, but if you did get caught and you couldn't do that, you can just be like, well, they're from a different dimension. They don't really understand what's going on.
Every time you get caught, you just you go rob the bank with the Riftborn and you get caught, and without you knowing it, the Riftborn turns back time, but you remember it, and suddenly you're in a Groundhog Day situation until you manage to rob the bank without getting caught.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That would actually be an interesting concept for a heist movie.
That would be pretty cool.
Where they have to, redo it over and over until they do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. In Mass Effect, one of my main goals, is better the female. Well, I don't know, the relationships in Mass Effect are my favorite part. I loved that part.
So the coming back to Mass Effect 1 the second time now, it was talking to Tali about the Geth, and they're like, no, we had to try to wipe them out because they would have tried to kill us all. Are they showing any signs of that before you try to murder them all?
Right,
Like-
right. Exactly.
Maybe you're the people at fault here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the game. There's a lot of like moral gray area, especially coming back to it now.
Yeah, and I mean that's probably also why it was good that they had, the morality axes weren't good and evil. It was Paragon does it by the book, and Renegade does what works, even if it's ignoring all safety regulations, so to speak.
Yeah, and being kind of a jerk.
Sometimes you do it by the book and respect the red tape, and sometimes you just punch a reporter.
Did you punch the reporter in yours?
No.
No. I
But
can't
what
bring
I
myself
have
to
to
do
say,
it.
I have to say, at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, when you meet Tali in the prologue mission,
Yeah.
and Miranda's just casually, "Oh, it was nothing personal that we, infiltrated your fleet and tried to blow up one of your ships." That was a point where I really wish there was a renegade interrupt to punch her in the face. Because,
Right.
my God, is that callous?
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. The whole game done in 12 minutes.
Well, it was only one floor we had to get.
Yeah,
through.
we only had one floor.
Why am I fighting in a room without the turrets?
You just wanted to show off for us.
I mean, it was Ken,
Pretty flashy guy.
Well, not so much flashy as, the name's the game.
Yeah, I got about halfway through Mass Effect 2. Actually, not quite halfway through.
Yeah, no, I only just finished the prologue,
Yeah.
like, yesterday, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just got the Normandy too, and haven't even looked around and, talked to people yet.
Yeah.
Because that was also one of the things where I thought, that's something RPGs in general, not just Mass Effect, all RPGs in general, probably need to get better at is telling the story without massive cutscenes, because between the fight against the what's it called? Emir? The Big Mac.
Oh yeah.
And then you go to talk to the Hurt Quarian, what was his name? Vitor?
Yeah.
And then it's like 15 minutes of cutscene and dialogue without
Yeah.
interruption, and you can't even save at any point in between, because it just goes from one dialogue to the next, and the save doesn't work while you're in the dialogue.
Right. Yeah. That is true. That's what I appreciate about the Bethesda RPGs, where it's just like literally zero cutscenes.
I mean, it wasn't like the whole setup would have been, workable if between steps it had said like, oh, you just finished talking to the Quarian guy here and interrogating him, and now we give you a chance to save before we start the conversation with the Elusive Man. But no, just right into the next conversation, then right into the conversation with Joker, then right into the conversation on the Normandy, and it's like, I just want to save my game.
Let's watch you guys play some Dead Cells or Curse of the Dead Gods. I mean, those games are both awesome to me, but we don't make those.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Rogan might at some point stream them on his channel.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing I like to stream the most on my channel are roguelike and lights. They're just so fun. Checkpoints and cutscenes? So casual. Here's hoping Starfield's good. Yeah, it's crazy how we still don't like know much about it.
Which is honestly entirely expected.
Yeah.
But speaking of Starfield, that reminds me, man, that trailer for The Outer Worlds 2
Was amazing.
That's like, man,
I love it.
like the day after I said to our brand team, how seen do you feel by that trailer? And the reply was something like, very, but also angry we didn't do it first.
Yeah, right, yeah. So what is your favorite roguelike light? Well, Dungeon of the Endless. No, for me, I don't know. Returnal is one I really want to try, but I haven't yet. It's hard not to say Hades, honestly.
Yeah, for me, probably Hades, yeah, at the moment. But I haven't tried as many as I would like to.
Right.
Returnal was definitely on my list of stuff I'd like to try, but Returnal was this case where it was like, I saw it first and I thought, hey, this looks like a sci-fi Souls-like. Get me super excited. Then, later turn out it's a sci-fi roguelike. I'm like, yeah, okay, sci-fi roguelike, still on board with that.
Yeah.
And then I heard, yeah, but it doesn't say it autosave during the run. It only saves at the end of the run.
Yeah, that's tough.
Nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Not so much like I accept them say no manual saves because you could cheese that.
Yeah.
But I want some autosaves so that, if something comes up, I can turn off and leave and not put the console in sleep mode until you play again. And then, you accidentally start a different game and it says, nope.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. I also really like Risk of Rain is a good one, Barg. I also like Void Bastards. Have you tried that, Steph? Have you heard of it?
I've not played it myself. I've only seen SB play it.
It's very cool. It's very cool. I love it. The art style is amazing, and it's by...
The art style is amazing, and also, that is one that really does very well with the environmental storytelling, given the constraints of a roguelite being procedural generation.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's very cool. Risk of Rain. I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately, chat. I'm so bad at it too. It's crazy. Oh, we have another crystal over here. So we'll check that out. Hand of Fate was pretty fun. Moonlighter was pretty fun.
Oh,
yeah, I've heard Moonlighter is really cool. I haven't tried it, but
Hand of Fate was really cool, and I still haven't finished Hand of Fate 1 or 2. Like, with Hand of Fate 1, I got to, unlocking the final boss, and I frequently actually get to the final boss. And then I fail the final boss, because the final boss is literally fighting all of the other bosses in one long battle.
wow.
The second is also very cool. With the second, they, on top of how the way it worked before, where move on the, I guess, tarot cards he's laying out, there's also like special mechanics for each of the suits, I guess, adventures, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. I just played Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, and man, am I obsessed with that game. They're gonna implement a save somehow. Yeah, that's what I heard. And once they do that, I think I'll hop into Returnal.
For Returnal, yeah, then I might check it. I mean, the one thing I need to be, I wasn't super upset that I was off my list for now, because the one thing I still haven't picked up yet in this whole not leaving the house for anything but grocery shopping in 18 months is a TV and a PS5, so I couldn't play it at the moment anyway.
Right. Does Void Bastards have weapon and gameplay variety? I saw a little gameplay. No, yeah, it definitely does.
I think the thing is, with the Vipers, aren't you like limited with which guns you can, like how many guns you can bring or something like that?
Yeah, you have to sort of like choose your loadout, but you do construct different guns as you go.
Yeah, I remember there was like a pistol-like weapon and a shotgun and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but it was, I think you could only carry like 2 guns or something.
Yeah, you can only bring 2 guns with you, and you have like limited ammo and stuff like that. But it's cool if you're into that sort of thing.
Though, also, you know, the humor in Vipastus was just great. This,
Yeah.
You know, this dry, bureaucratic, so to speak, humor,
Yeah.
where, you know, the humor about the bureaucracy.
Yeah, in some ways it sort of reminds me of The Outer Worlds. Like with its
True.
tone.
True. But also, yeah, just like the environmental sort of things, you know, the first time you come onto one of those ships where at first it looks like, oh yeah, they were making these little toy cat robots here. And then you see the posters where it's like, confide in your robot friend and all of that, and you start to realize, oh no, these toy cat robots were actually surveillance tools by the government.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Oh wait. We still have 1 door left, so let's see if we can queue up any research.
Should we go Kip Cannon? We can
I
afford that.
forgot to give you my signs.
Okay.
Well, Chad, we have the Field Medic, the Autodoc Shards, the Kip Cannon, and the Hollow Hero. Which one's good on the Drill Pod? I've never really played the Drill Pod.
Yeah. Will we see any of the perfected beauty of Horatio in Endless Dungeon? I don't
cannot
know.
answer that because, you know, we'd have to ask Jeff.
Yeah.
And you know how Jeff likes to non-answer questions like that.
Imagine a base building survival game set in the Endless franchise. Would be cool. So which is the last? Okay, the last door is over here on the left side, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then yeah, so I'm not too sure. I don't think have we used in the past like any of these really? Kip Cannon kind of, right? Or at least we
built, like,
leveled it up.
2 in the last run.
Oh, really? The Hollow Hero absorbs 150 damage before deactivation. So the Hollow Hero is just kind of like a dummy that takes damage?
Yeah, it's just a decoy.
Okay, alright. Well, maybe we just go for the Kip Cannon and chat. If you guys have any suggestions for the things that we should build on the drill
I
pod.
think maybe we'll try the Hollow Hero because it'll help us keep our heroes alive.
Alright,
And, you know, I think we're more likely to build that than the Kip Cannon.
okay, sounds good.
Because, you know, it can stand in for the Neurostun, so to speak.
Yeah.
Attracting the monsters.
Oh, we can jump Prisoner Prod to 4.
Oops, sorry, I already opened the door now.
No,
That
that's
was
all good.
way too quick.
We couldn't afford it anyway.
Ah, okay. Let me see, I need to level up some heroes here. Ooh. Excellent. Some useful skills.
Let's fight. Nice.
And there we are. Hooray.
There. I already have a few games in mind. Hisho Space Combat strategy game. Dragon Science and archaeological excavation game. Archaeological excavation game. Nice. Had this game for years, still not won it. Hey, you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not alone in that.
Pac-Man.
You know, that's sometimes one of the most stunning things when you look at like Steam achievements, where it's like, you know, some game and you look and it's like, achievement, finish the tutorial. 50% of players have got this achievement.
Right.
And you're like, so have like 50% of players not even started the game?
Yeah. Do
I
you...
mean, obviously, there's legitimate reasons to not finish the tutorial, like the game doesn't work, or
Right.
you know, you realize after starting the tutorial that you don't like the game. But unless it's like a game with a tutorial that takes like 3 hours, that's
Right.
still feels a bit weird sometimes. But I guess that is the eternal curse of the Steam sale.
Right.
The
Exactly.
ever-growing backlog.
Are there any games that you absolutely loved that you never actually finished? Chat, question for you too.
Good question.
Skyrim for me is a game I never finished the main campaign ever.
I never finished the main campaign of Skyrim either, but I'm not sure if like I like Skyrim and
Yeah.
I like the Bethesda RPGs, but I'm not sure if I would put that at the absolutely loved level.
Right. Yeah.
And
fair.
if I had to compare those, then it probably would be Morrowind above Skyrim.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a
Not
respectable
because-
stance.
Not because I necessarily think Morrowind is overall a superior game. There's definitely many things Skyrim does better than Morrowind, and not just, you know, looking better, like also like interface and gameplay and all of that.
Yeah.
But there were just some decisions I liked better in Morrowind.
Right.
I guess one of the things is I remember, you know, I think it was Red Dead Redemption 2, where the articles were like, "Oh, RDR2 has an option to turn off quest markers in this design, so you can play like that." And I'm like, why is that new? Morrowind didn't have quest markers 20 years ago.
Right.
And if you
Yeah.
were looking for somebody, you actually had to go to people and ask, "Hey, where do I find this guy?"
Yeah.
And they would give you a description how to get there.
I've heard a lot of people would keep a notebook and just like keep notes beside.
Yeah,
them when they
I mean,
played the
it would automatically put them in your journal, but
Right.
you know, it could get a little unwieldy because it would log everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's definitely this, you know, why is it revolutionary to have a game where when people tell you go talk to this guy, they actually tell you where to find this guy
Yeah.
instead of just having a quest marker?
I was totally doing the notebook thingy. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
But yeah, games I absolutely loved but never finished. This is a tough question.
I think
And
we
there
have.
are probably many and they just don't come to mind now and then, like, you know, after the stream, like tonight, suddenly my mind will go, oh, this game and that game and this game.
Right, yeah, like every time. Backman says XCOM 2, Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, those are good ones.
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn is on my list of games to pick up now that I can actually run it.
Oh, right, it's on PC now. I forgot about that. That's awesome. It's very awesome.
But you know, it's a tough question. Usually, you know, when I really like a game, I do finish it, or at least I intend to finish it eventually. But some of them have been like on ice for a while for me,
Right.
like Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. I'm like, yeah, I want to finish this game, but I was so frustrated last time because it's like, oh, here's this quest to kill the Griffin, and you know, the Dragon's Dogma players have a meme that this Griffin, or a Griffin, will always show up and ruin your day at the most inopportune moments. And when I have the quest to kill him,
Yeah.
nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Haunting me.
Right.
And I just, you know, put it aside, and I haven't picked it up yet again.
Yeah, that'll happen. That happens sometimes for me too. There's like a part that, or a thing about where I'm at, that just kind of like holds me back from going back. But sometimes I'll go back and do that thing, and then I'll get to a part that makes me fall in love with the game again, and I just can't stop playing it.
For me, actually, it very much is that, and I usually, I keep them installed, which is one of the reasons why I opted for the 5 terabyte drive for my game, so that when I have something like that, I can just, keep the game there, ready to go back to.
Right.
But for me, I almost dropped that one, actually, Dragon's Dogma, because at the start, it starts off with the whole being killed by a dragon and revived thing, which is, fairly unique.
Yeah.
Then you get to Gran Zorin, the capital, and like the area around that, immediately around Gran Zorin and the capital itself, feels it just didn't really grab me exploring that. And I was like, put it aside, and then somebody else kept pushing me, no, keep going. Then I went to some other areas, and some of the other areas were way more interesting and grabbing my attention, and I'm like, yeah, okay, now these areas are fun to explore. But the Gran Zorin area felt so just generic fantasy that it just didn't motivate me to keep going, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, games I really love but never finished. Oh, I know one. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Or actually, any of the Heroes of Might and Magic games, really. Like the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. Enjoyed them all. Never finished the campaigns.
Yeah.
The sixth and seventh I haven't actually tried yet, so I can't judge those.
Oh yeah. For me, it's Breath of the Wild, actually. I played it all the way, I think, until the last boss, and I don't know what happened. I just didn't fight the last boss, and I never beat it. And it's a game that, like, I adore.
Oh, another one I never bet that I really enjoy, Path of Exile.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But mostly the reason I never bet that was that, it's a pretty complex game. Then when I had found a build that I was comfortable with and playing through it, it started out when they first entered early access with like 3 acts.
Yeah.
Now they have 10.
Wow.
You know how in many action RPGs, the difficulty levels work like, oh, you bet the game once, now you can do New Game Plus on the next higher difficulty. And
right.
It's going like that. They said, playing the same content 2 or 3 times until you get to the end game, that's not nice. That's not interesting, playing the same content several times for that.
Right.
So let's just make the game twice as long. So that you get to the, level you need for the end game content by finishing the campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it has like 10 chapters and I've never actually finished it.
Right.
And I've never actually seen the end game stuff, which I hear is... It's interesting in the implementation because there's a sort of meta game to it, but it's also super grindy.
Right, yeah.
Which means I'd probably look into it a bit and then not finish the end game because I don't fancy the grinding.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't mind a grindy game because I can put on a podcast or something on my other screen and just do the thing while I'm a shut off your mind game,
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's not. Reminds me I have to finish Last of Us 2. That is one of my favorite games.
Oh god, Disco Elysium is another one on my backlog.
Disco Elysium is
backlog? Why? Why can you never shrink? Why do you always just grow?
Just grows and grows. Yeah, Last of Us 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay, another hero.
But I put a podcast on? Yeah. Sometimes I would do that with Destiny because I was never I never really cared about what was going on.
I guess, with Elite Dangerous, that's more of a space trucker kind of thing where, you put on the game, and then you put on a podcast or you read a book while playing.
Right.
There's actually like the X Beyond the Frontier series is also like that. Like they were kind of keeping that genre alive when nobody else does. And now we get Elite Dangerous and eventually Star Citizen and all of that. You may want to actually pay attention to the second hero you have now.
Oh yeah. Damn, I totally forgot about it.
But that is still a game where I can just I can put the game on and then like, oh yeah, I can make bank with these trade routes here, and I have an autopilot, so I set up the trade route, set the autopilot, and then I can just read a book while it runs in the background.
Right.
And if something exciting happens, I can just put down the book and jump in. Like, being attacked by pirates or something like that, which...
Yeah. I might put Hikensha on operate for the
down here you mean? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say Krayang is already
Yeah.
operating up here.
Never finished Euro Truck Simulator in space. Truck Simulator.
Though you do get some very nice views in these games a lot of the time. When you have like a gas giant with the rings around it or something like that.
Yeah. Enjoying Industries of Titan. Yeah, I've been.
Oh yeah, I hear that one's really good. I mean, Brace Yourself Games has done a lot of good games.
What is Industries of Titan? What kind of game is it? I saw some streamers like Cringer and stuff like that playing it, but
yeah, it's kind of economic city builder, I guess.
Okay, nice.
You deal with your factories, resource collection, your workers. One of the ways to make money is actually you build booth in which your people sit all day to watch YouTube ads. I mean, to watch ads, but it very much feels like this is just YouTube money making streamlined.
Right.
No content, just ads.
Wait for this one to get out of early access. Oh, it's in early access right now.
Yeah. The other Brace Yourself games game that I've been trying sometimes that's in early access at the moment is Phantom Brigade.
Oh, okay.
Which is a tactical mech combat game, but a lot of it's physics based. Like it gives you an estimate of how likely are you to hit with this shot. But in reality, it's like it launches the bullet and then the bullet follows its trajectory, and depending on how the enemy moves, you might not be where you shot.
Right. Oh, okay. Damn.
And
so you have to
also,
take that into account.
And if you make bad planning, you might crash into somebody. I mean, luckily the way the game is set up, there's a justification of, hey, you have this prediction interface that can, use some MacGuffin to look into the future and predict the next 5 seconds or something, so you know where the enemy will be going.
Right.
But things can still go hilariously wrong.
I'm gonna queue up the smoking gun here.
The problem I've had with Phantom Brigade so far is, I've tried it once when it hit early access, and I tried it again a couple of days or maybe 2 weeks ago, because I had heard that they'd added, laser weapons, missiles, and everything in addition to just the guns. But I played for I think 2 hours without getting any of the new stuff to try out. So I was again in that position of, hey, let's put it down for now.
Right.
That's a lot of dudes over here.
All right. Psycho Killer. Oh man.
I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't push too much harder on this floor.
Okay.
I don't feel we're getting enough out of it for the risk. Like a little bit more. Maybe try to get another research done.
Yeah, we have right now we have 16 science.
But you know, opening any doors adjacent to the room down here with Hikensha would probably be a bad idea.
Right.
Unless we put all our heroes there to defend against the monsters that come out.
Okay. So you want to just head off now? I'm down with that.
I think there's one more door we can open that isn't directly connected to Hikensha.
Right. All right.
So I think that's the last one we'll try.
Brigade. Nice. Very nice. Wow. Enemies coming from every which way.
Yep. Yeah, here's the thing. Now we can briefly check what research is available if we should open another door. Nope, nothing that's urgent.
Oh, nice. All right, awesome. Do we have any items? Oops. I don't think so.
I have one item.
All right.
What do you think? Would a Hisho consider a paradise or vacation resort? Maybe an atoll world with high cliffs.
A tall world with high cliffs. That sounds like a nice one. They could have a little birdhouse at the top of a cliff, a little bird cabin. All right, you thinking we go down to the
Yeah, I think it's time for us to run.
actually. What's my speed? Are you still running with Krayang, you think?
Yeah, Krang is 28 speed.
28 speed.
Ken would
Tro
be
is
37.
Tro is 32.
Yeah, Tro is also a massive damage dealer though.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, get in here.
But I will be a little bit cheeky.
Be a little bit cheeky. Do it.
Yes. I will first activate the skill and then pick up the crystal and run.
Nice.
Because that should make them slower for the first 8 seconds.
Give it 10 years. I just want to start a new Endless Legend, but I'm too busy at the stock market these days. Wow, trading some stocks, Timo.
I think the Broken Lords could have survived Auriga, considering they only need dust. Possible, but on the other hand, I'm not sure how resistant their armor is to the cold temperatures. You know, the joints might lock up from freezing, or you know, when metal gets cold enough, it gets brittle.
Ba, ba, ba. Sadly. All right. Which ways? Oh, we have up and down here.
Did I make a special pun for you? I would say no, because I wasn't consciously making any puns.
Just happened.
That's just, you know, that's the marketing life, I guess.
Kind of money related. Thanks for supporting the game. If only smaller content releases. No worries. Thanks for playing.
This is a nice room from which to branch out. Let's
Yep.
just hope these are all dead ends. So let's
All
open them
right.
first.
I'll give you my industry. And
Right,
I
I
will
need to transfer.
send Tro over here, and then I'll maybe operate.
I think yeah, Hikansha can operate that, and with Praying
This
I'll operate the industry, so we get a little more of that as well.
All right. Okay. Big fight.
Oh, big fight indeed! Yikes!
Woo!
It was way bigger a fight than I expected.
um. FFG, wish more of my friends appreciated Endless Legend. They're stuck. Hey, Civ's great too. Rogan, are you fluent in French? No, far from it. Far from it.
Je parle un peu français.
I can order a croissant, but that's pretty much it. And a beer.
Indeed. You know,
No,
I've been, you know, given that the whole not going out has not been good for my practice, I've been way more stringent about, you know, vocabulary practice and stuff like that every day. Like
Yeah.
15 minutes of just vocabulary practice, and I'm going through I don't have it on hand, but I have a course book for self-learning French to, you know, start picking up the grammatical stuff I didn't know yet, because I only knew like the present tense and the passé composé
Right.
before, you know, well, not the simple past in the English sense, but you know, one of the past tenses.
Yeah, I have a very hard time in like social situations. I can't really speak French socially. I can understand what's happening in situations that I'm familiar with. But yeah.
Yeah, it's socially it's definitely a problem, because so often, you know, the vocabulary, and also it doesn't have. This is Paris. Everybody speaks at about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
The worst for me is though is in person. It's usually fine. On the phone is where it gets really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between you know, not seeing the person, and so you know the whole gestures and stuff falls away, and also you know, the phone connection possibly not being the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I'm I don't speak any other languages. I'm just an English speaker. And I did not anticipate how hard it is to learn another language. It's very, very tough. Slow and steady, though. I'm a lot better than I was when I first got here. That's for sure.
Timo something. He has a client. When he speaks French, he speaks like a Bugatti on a German autobahn. Oof. Oof. But I think also, in general, an observation I've personally felt. I'm not sure if it's studied and proven, but I always feel like the bigger the city you get to is, the faster people talk.
Right.
But that might just be. I remember once seeing a video where someone was talking about, oh, there's a study that says people in big cities walk faster, and then I was like, oh yeah, people had theories of why that is. People are more pressed for time. They have places to be, meetings, etc., etc. And then the simple explanation was, no, it's just that young people move into the city to work there, whereas older people stay in the country or retire to the countryside. So there's
Right.
an age gap, which is why there's a speed difference in the walking.
Yeah.
And that made sense. And maybe it's the same for talking as well.
Yeah, I'd believe that. I'd believe that for sure. It does seem like a lot of people are in a rush here. It is a very fast-moving city.
I mean, of course, Paris isn't like sleepy Winnipeg.
Yeah, yeah. People hibernate half the year. Are French people good at English? I mean, that's it's kind of a hard question to answer.
I guess that depends on the French person.
Yeah, exactly. In my experience, a
you
lot of
can-
my French friends say, like, "Oh, I'm not very good," or whatever, and I'm like, "I understand you completely. This conversation
can
is going."
see it in our feature focus videos. Like most of the devs you see there speaking English are actually French, and so many of them always are like, hey, oh, my English is not so good. Can you look over the script we have here to make it right? And there's like, yeah, sure, there might be some mistakes, but firstly, it's only small mistakes
Yeah.
that nobody would notice probably. And secondly, a lot of the time they're mistakes that the native speakers make as well.
Right. Yeah.
Because, natively spoken language and language as prescribed by the rule books is rarely the same thing.
Yeah.
The French can attest to that. The Académie Française seems to be a bit of a meme here in France. Yeah, no, I've definitely been trying to practice my French to get better, but
Yeah.
it's tough, especially, when you can't really go out. It's at least, good enough to follow the meetings in French,
Yeah.
unless it starts to get really technical. Like, when Tim starts talking about stuff in the engine, in the graphics rendering, then I'm like, yeah,
Then you're like,
I'm out.
"Oh."
I wouldn't understand this in English or German, and certainly not in French.
How's the street food here? Just food in general is really, really good here. It's like, yeah, it's amazing. Do people eat while walking? Sometimes, but actually, the French really like to sit down and take their time and savor their food. It's what I appreciate that a lot. Eating times are eating times. You know. Oh. Waves.
Meals are sacred. I can agree to that. I guess that is one of the few things the French and the Germans can agree on. Even if the meals are probably very different.
Were people panicking because of the snow? Yeah, here, I guess when there is snowfall, there was a couple days of snowfall in the winter here where it was like a pretty big
Yeah,
deal.
I mean, it's not necessarily that snow is unheard of here,
Yeah.
but it's still it's not area where you expect super heavy snowfall.
Yeah. But snow's something I'm pretty well versed in, so. Meals are safe. Food is food. Yeah, you know, Silver Luke, I used to sort of feel that way, like just eat and then go on with it. I have a new appreciation for food and savoring your meals after living here.
Speaking, since we've been talking about, practicing French and all of that, and now we're on the food topic. That is one thing I have on my agenda, so to speak, for next month, or no, for this month, since it's already July. How is it already July?
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen how on all of the food ads around Paris, and probably all throughout France, there's like the health warning at the bottom where it's like, do not eat too much fat and salt, etc., etc. For more, go to this website. And that website has actually recipes and recommendations for healthy food on it. And I'm like, I should really do that a lot more than just the canned food that I've been relying on for which
yeah, it's hard. It's hard
though,
especially
if it's high quality canned food, that's not necessarily bad. Like if it's good canned food and they do the whole, gently boiling it in, etc., etc., then it can actually be good as long as you vary it and it's not always the same canned food. Like, don't always eat ravioli out of the can.
Right.
Vary it. But still, just more fresh ingredients, more variety, because frankly, the whole food is food thing, it was like when I grew up, it was very limited variety in the meals, I guess.
Right.
Like maybe 10 different meals, like rotating over the course of the month. So it's very often when it's like, oh, do you like this or that kind of food? When somebody asks me, and I'm like, I've never had that kind of food.
Right.
Like, hey, do you like sushi? And I'm like, I've never even tried sushi.
Yeah. Oh,
So I really need to, experiment more with foods to actually find out stuff. And,
Yeah.
Whether I like stuff or not.
Canada's gonna be tropical and yeah, Timo, in British Columbia near Vancouver, it got like stupidly hot, 47 degrees Celsius, something like that. Beat the record by like 2 whole degrees, which is crazy.
Didn't they like set new temperature records multiple days in a row?
Yeah, it's crazy. But a lot of people
Oh, food replicator too.
Food replicator. I'll queue it up right here. A lot of people just think like, oh, Canada gets really cold, but where I'm from in Winnipeg, it's like it gets to near -40, over -40 in the winter, but it also gets to like the 40s in the summer. It's
a continental climate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we also have Neuroston 2 and Industry Generator 2
Ooh.
available.
Which would
So
you
we should do
suggest
that.
here? We can afford both.
Then the Industry Generator, definitely. But yeah, it's like I had some colleagues before when I was working assembly line from far Russia, from I guess technically Siberia, but like not northern Siberia where it's like polar region tundra where it's always cold, more like somewhere further west and south, like
Yeah.
I guess near Kazakhstan. One of them was actually from Kazakhstan, I think.
Oh, really?
And they
Okay.
also said like, yeah, in winter it gets really cold, and in summer it gets really warm because there's no, the ocean kind of helps regulate the temperature so it doesn't swing as wildly. And since they're in the middle of a giant continent, it's like, yeah, it's really warm one part of the year and really cold the other part.
Swiss mountains, beautiful. Yeah. Do you think the Draken have the highest chance of surviving? The highest chance. I mean, I love the Draken, so I want to say yes. But the highest chance? I don't know. There's some pretty cool factions out there. But I also don't make those decisions. Oh. Got him. Got him. But yes, sushi, Bombardin. Sushi's good. So is poke. I love Pokeballs. Yeah, I agree. In fact, I might get one after this. Sometimes after the stream, I like to treat myself to like Deliveroo or like Uber Eats or something like that.
Yeah, I'm maybe should also try that sometime. Like, you know, it's just that, you know, with the experiences I've had with deliveries at this place,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
kind
just
of
nightmares.
hesitant.
Yeah, even food deliveries, they're like, yeah, we couldn't find you, so we just ate it.
It's also like, you know, there's that when it's like, you know, there are these services that are like, you know, oh, we'll just, you know, deliver you fresh groceries like every weekend, and then like,
Right.
yeah, that's tempting, but no. What happens
But
is
no.
they're just like, oh, we couldn't find you, and we leave it here, and then it's like, oh yeah, they dropped it off on like Sunday morning, and then the groundskeeper closed the office, and I can pick it up on like Monday afternoon, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, now it's all mulch.
Yeah. Claymore mine? Do we use that?
And we don't have doors left, I think.
Oh, we don't. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So run.
Let's go. 20 baht.
Am I an HD graphics person or a pixel art person? I am a good art direction person.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Like, you know, both can look great, both can look terrible. It's all about, you know, making sure you have a good art direction, the right style for the game, and also, you know, a bit of consistency.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't remember which game designer it was, but was once talking to one of our game designers, and he was talking about, we were also talking about this, and he brought up, that he participated in a game jam, and he had, of course, because it's one of those Ludum Dare game jams where it's like, oh, you have 48 hours. He couldn't, you know, make all of the graphics, especially since he's not an artist person, he's a game designer. So he grabbed, you know, pre-made assets, and like, you know, the style didn't quite match. Like one was pixel art and the other was like higher definition pictures or something. And he said one of the most common feedback he got was that it looked strange to have this combination.
All right. Okay, I'll operate that.
I'll just check
then-
this room. Ah, nice. Another one where we can actually put.
You think they'll ever make a Hotline Miami 3? Did you ever play the first two?
Sadly, no. That's also still on my backlog. Oh,
Very
that
cool
backlog.
game. Very fun.
I think that backlog is at this point approaching 4-digit numbers.
Well, you have something to do now. But yeah, the trouble is that we just keep going back to the games that we always play.
Yeah, we
And
just
we
keep
never
going
get
back to the games that, you know, you put thousands of hours in, you never finish the short games.
Yeah.
But that's actually, yeah, I was talking to about that last week, right? With, you know, how much time I put into Mass Effect 1 without even tackling any of the main mission.
Yeah, exactly.
Total time played. I checked after I finished Mass Effect 1. I checked. Total time played, 40 hours.
Okay.
25 of those hours were the side quests. And like, you know,
Yeah.
just driving around on the planets and finding stuff, and it's like, could have been done with the game twice as fast without, you know, the filler.
Claymore?
Good question. I guess we'll try the Claymore mine, yes. Because, you know, we've been seeing some pretty big crowds, so having an AoE weapon might be good.
Yeah.
Have ES2 open and I'm doing that exact thing right now. Yes, always going back to the games we always go back to.
But it's nice that ES2 is that game for you. Yeah, lately that's been Final Fantasy for me. I think I have over 60 hours in it. Like 60, 70 hours in it now. Because I beat it, and now I'm doing it on hard mode.
You know, that's a game that I liked, but never finished.
Oh yeah? The original?
The original one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'd say spoilers, but you know, this probably will not necessarily happen in the remake because of the whole time ghost shenanigans.
Right.
But there came a point in the game where the remake still uses the materia system, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I'd spend a long time, you know, leveling the materia, leveling the heroes, and all of that, the characters. And then there came this point where one of them is just like stealing all your materia and leaving, and then you have to, you know, chase her down and get them back. But at that point, I was like, yeah, no. that was just frustrating.
Right.
And I put it down, and that was it.
What do we have here? DPS plus 25. This one's plus 29. I might grab this rapier. And give it to Tro.
Yeah. I don't really need any... Oh, by the way, I have 2 utility items. You can check those.
Okay. Let's take a look. Frag grenade. Unlocks Team Spirit. What is Team Spirit again?
It gives a bonus to all heroes in the room while you're fighting.
Oh. Could be good. This one might be better.
Yeah, Lucas, so the Endless Universe, you know, if we try to leave that behind, I'm pretty sure Jeff will protest. Quite loudly. If you had to be born again in Oregon, what species would you be?
Who would I be? I definitely wouldn't want to be a necrophage. Because I would just feel gross. Maybe a Draken. I like the Draken.
It is a tough question. I'm really not sure.
Can we come back as minor factions? Because I want to be the what are those big flying devil guys again?
Zanji.
Yes. Yes. If it was Endless Space 2, I would probably pick like the Hisho. That'd be cool. The Burbs.
I mean, on the one hand, Burb, but on the other hand, a bit too warlike for my taste.
Oh, yeah?
I guess for me in ES2 it would probably be the peaceful space trees.
Oh, yeah. That would be a nice life. Assuming you don't, you know, butt heads with anybody else. Butt trunks.
We just finished another research, didn't we? Huh.
Oh, yes, we did. I don't know if I don't think we have enough to queue up anything, because I got the emergency generator last time.
Oh, no, we definitely do, because I forgot to transfer mine.
Okay.
And now you have enough to get the science creator.
Hey, we don't have the science creator yet. Damn. All right. All right, all right. And we also got good old Dell here. These aren't their actual names, are they?
No, I mean at the time we were just giving them names because the names weren't officially revealed yet.
Right.
But at this point they have revealed real names. I
They've
guess
revealed
except
them?
for the Pyro, I don't know.
Pyro's just Pyro. TF2 was always a game that, like, I would totally understand if people only paid attention to the lore and never actually played the game. Because they had those, like, amazing videos, and for the time, I feel like they were so ahead of their time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always, you know, where it's like, you know, people like, oh, you know, the Overwatch comics and the Overwatch character videos and all that. And TF2 did that way before.
Yeah.
Somehow nobody seems to remember.
Yeah, TF2 did so many cool things with their community.
But you know, that's the eternal curse of the games industry, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that every time somebody does something, somebody is like, "Oh, this is so innovative and new," and then you know somebody who's been in games for like a decade or two is like, "No, actually, we did that 20 years ago."
You're right. Warlord the Noob, Loving Humankind, nice. Thank you. Thanks for playing. I still play TF2. Who do you main? I used to love the Spy a lot. Oh, let's go down here and see what's going on over here.
Yeah, it's always. I mean, there was one recently. What was it? Well, again, there was, you know, there were articles about, oh, this is such an innovative take, and I'm sitting there thinking, but I've played games 15 years ago that did this.
Right.
But that's just, you know, I guess the games industry, both the actual making games and the reporting on games, has very high turnover rates, so I guess
Yeah.
it's understandable.
Currently the medic. I love healing and boosting. Nice. That's awesome.
Well, look yourself. I mean, yeah, it's definitely best not to dwell on it, but it's more that, you know. So what upsets me about that kind of rhetoric is more that it lauds innovation for its own sake. But the point of innovation should be, you know, to solve a problem that exists, not just new for the sake of new. So people should be talking about, yes, that they're doing X is good because it addresses Y, not, oh, it's great they're doing X because nobody has done it before. It doesn't tell me whether or not X is good and actually, you know, improves the game.
Sorry, you probably answered this before, but will Dungeon of the Endless 2 be real time? Real time in that you have more control?
Yeah, you have direct control of the characters.
Yeah.
It's you still, you know, you get your quiet phases where you prepare your defenses, and then you get your hectic phases of everybody is dying.
Right. Can we research? We have 30. I'll go check down here. Okay, thanks. No worries. No worries. Oh, food replicator at 65. All right. Next food replicator.
Ooh, now it's getting tricky. Oh god, this is getting really tricky now. I think I'll need Tro's help over in this room. This room has 2 slots, and these are the only doors we have left to open.
We're ready. I have a silly question about Humankind avatars. I unlocked all of them with the dev stream, and the game showing a couple of them still locked. Is this intended? Which are the ones that are still locked?
Not all of them were actually unlocked from our stream.
Yes.
Because I think we didn't drop Shojoka, and there were 2 others we didn't drop. I think.
Yes. BRK Esidu is
Yeah, the Brazilian
Yeah.
streamer. Who I'm not sure, if you're supposed to say the letters individually or if this is like an
yeah,
acronym in Brazilian Portuguese or something.
right.
And
And I'm not too sure what the third one would be. Might be one I'm just blanking on right now.
yeah, I'm kind of blanking as well.
Wow, these guys sound scary.
Okay, I think the Claymore mine is definitely already paying off in that room.
Nice. Also, not a silly question. That was a good question. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Alright, what do we got here? How many doors do we have left? You think this is the last one?
This could be the last one.
Alright. We don't...
Interestingly, we have the Stela right now that says, "Oh, monsters don't notice you unless you're carrying the crystal." So if we get that one, that will be very good for the run if this is the exit.
Right. If it isn't... Okay, we have a couple more.
Yep. Oh dear. Yeah, no, let's fall back into the room with the Hollow Hero and actually use that thing we unlocked.
Oh.
Oh man, that's a lot of guys here.
Woo! I unlocked Shirjoko watching her stream. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had decided to not drop her because, she streamed after we did.
Yeah.
And it would have been rude to drop her avatar before she streamed.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I'm going to
And then
get
a couple of... I mean, the
food
best
replicator.
part, of course, was... when a couple of days after the beta, the Spiff video dropped.
Yes, very nice. I
So
didn't have
the
a chance to watch through the whole thing, though.
Spiff's avatar in game, that it's so great. It's like, yes, I can see that this trade deal is perfectly balanced. And you immediately go, "Oh no, what have I just done?"
Yeah. What has Amplitude as a company just done?
No, more like, I've just signed a trade deal, and he calls it perfectly balanced. This AI is up to something.
All right. Nice job, Tro. Good guy.
Oh no! There was a rhino in that room.
Oh, they're coming
And
through.
it immediately started battering down the... No! Oh god! At least that was the last door.
Wow.
Okay, no monsters. Can go pick up the item and then we can run.
Just looking through my Play Properly backlist and have picked Outer Wilds. We
Play it.
do it. Do it.
That one is definitely in my top games of all time.
Yes. Mine as well.
Also, I had often said, the one thing I really want would be an option to like meditate for a certain amount of time to, fast forward to a specific point in the loop to, make solving some of the puzzles easier. And I recently learned that actually exists.
Yeah, right.
You can sleep at the campfire after
Yeah.
like the first time.
Yeah, I didn't.
Never knew that, and it's like
It's that I did not know until like very late on into my playthrough. Played it only briefly. Need to get back to it. Will do by stream. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I actually, shameless plug, I have a video essay of that on my YouTube channel. So
you might want to run Hikansha to the exit.
let's go. But yeah, I love that game
it is
so much.
so good. Another one I can recommend, but for different reasons than Outer Wilds, is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Yes, that's one I need to check out. You love that one, hey?
I really like that one. It's definitely that game really has a fairy tale experience to it, but it also does some interesting things with the controls and how the controls tie into the story that is being told.
Right. Warlord, I can't drop a link because I think Nightbot would get mad at me, but it's just youtube.com/this right here.
We all live in fear of the Nightbot. every time we start the stream, we hear from somewhere, "I am the Nightbot." He's like Batman.
He's like Batman. Yeah. I think we can stop it right there.
Yes,
I will save here. Perfect. Oh, save and quit. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's already been 2 hours. Nightbot used to share your Twitter links. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes it gets mad, sometimes it doesn't, so I'd rather not make it angry.
Really need to find some time to, fiddle with the settings to make the Nightbot behave better.
Definitely.
And also, find some time to set up actual emotes and stuff like that.
Alinra, hey, what's 1 more hour between friends? Hey, we would love to, but our stomachs are telling us otherwise.
Yes, there's a reason why we always talk about food on the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys for hanging out. Next week, depending on if the patch is out for Endless Legend, we'll probably check that out, or we'll play some more of this multiplayer. We'll see. We'll let you know.
I think the multiplayer Legend stream will have to wait a little longer, because if we want to use the observer mode, we need to wait for a leader enemy boss to update the community patch.
Yes, definitely. So we'll do that. We'd also like to plan out another one of our monthly Humankind streams where we talk to either William or somebody else from the dev team about what we learned from the closed beta. So we'll probably have something like that coming up in the next couple weeks. So look out for that. And yeah, we're just putting out content. I think as we lead up to, as we get closer and closer to the Humankind release, you'll start seeing us play Humankind a little bit more. So, and then even after release, we'll be playing it a lot. So stay tuned. If you're here on Twitch, we'll do that over here. On YouTube, for people that are on the Endless Universe channel right now, we'll do our streams of Humankind on the Humankind channel. So go follow that if you want. That's my last point. It's youtube.com/humankindgame. But yeah, thanks everybody. Have a good one.